Jazz is not just music, it's a way of life, it's a way of being, a way of thinking. Nina Simone. Jazz music has long been considered the foundation of modern American music. The nightlife of early 1900s New Orleans jazz, the sounds of Miles Davis and John Coltrane, and modern jazz fusion have all found their way into Penn High School's band program. A handful of talented young musicians perform in one of two jazz bands here at Penn, intermediate or advanced. Both ensembles are taught by Aaron Greaser, an assistant band director.
I love teaching jazz because the students I get to work with are really wonderful kids. They're very enthusiastic. It's really kind of a good way to kind of change up my day from some of the other more mundane things I might be doing. So it's always a lot of fun to teach jazz.
Jazz is an art form as much as it is a genre of music, and many students find themselves through the saxophone solos, trumpet calls, and the flow of jazz music in general. Junior jazz singer Mahima Vinay explains it well.
Jazz is expression, jazz is fun. It's really just something that I feel is devoid but also filled with structure. It's everything and nothing at the same time.
Her experience is shared by her fellow musicians who all mention the importance of self-expression. The style of music promotes improvisation, which causes musicians to think on their feet, creating new and unique sounds in the process. Without much time to think, jazz musicians often find themselves playing the first thing that comes to mind, an outlet of their creativity through music. Senior Jacob Reddick, the #1 saxophone player in the state, shares how important the outlet is to himself and others.
Jazz is important because, learning how to improvise and connect with the people you're playing with, it's something that's really difficult to do at first. But once you get into it, you learn more about the people you're playing with, and you learn more about yourself in the end too.
Along with expressing themselves, jazz ensembles also help students find a sense of belonging and friendship within the small groups they're a part of. Senior Ben Robleski gives his explanation on this.
It's a good way, a lot of us, in the jazz program, have built, really good relationships, over the time we've been in it. So it's a good way to, build, a sense of camaraderie and just, be able to get along with people.
The flowing river of brass sound, creative self-expression, and camaraderie can all be found in both Penn Jazz ensembles at the upcoming Evening of Jazz on Friday, February 10th. The event will begin at 6:30 and will take place at St. Mark's Church. There will also be middle school bands, other high schools, and a special guest sax player from Chicago. To witness the musical and artistic expression that makes Penn Jazz special, make sure to attend the Evening of Jazz.
What do you have to say to your critics?
My critics? Oh, geez, man. Come to my concerts.